Hi, this is Kit from the 12th Public Library, and I'm here in my inking spot because I really enjoy working with wax. But that craft we made last time, oy, what a mess. Yikes, right? So instead, today I thought, how can we play with wax and not have a huge mess? And came to me waxed paper. Today we're going to make a beautiful piece of art using wax paper and an iron to create some wax resist and a little salt just to bring in some absorption powers too. Let's get started. All right, to do this project, you have all that you see here. We need a pair of scissors, and then we need some wax paper. It can be any kind of wax paper. I just happened to get some Reynolds here. Some salt. It's optional, but it really makes a cool effect when using watercolor paintings right here. And then we've got an iron, and then we have some paper. In this case, as you can see, I'm using glossy paper. I'm doing that because the wax actually attaches a little better. You can use regular paper with it, but I do recommend getting some glossy paper if you can. All right, so now we're going to take the wax paper and we're just going to grab a piece. We want it roughly the same size as the piece of paper that we're using, but you don't have to measure exactly. I ripped mine here a little bit, which is fine because it was a little too big anyway. So we're going to cut off the excess here. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up cutting it in half. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to show you two different textures that you can get out of using wax paper as a resist. I'm using watercolor paints. On the one side, what I'm going to do is I am simply going to grab it and I'm going to ball it up. This is going to get all kinds of fun textures when you get done with it. And then we're going to take that and we're going to open back up and flatten it out. This will be what we will iron on one half of our paper. You can see all the pretty little textures you get there. And it will come out almost with like a batik almost look when you get done with it. This one I'm going to just fold into kind of squares to show you that you can get some fun patterns here if you carefully fold your wax paper. And then we open it up and you can see where we've got all the creases here. All right, now we're going to take these and we're going to sandwich these between two pieces of paper. Only one of them will really get the wax paper on it. And what's funny is you can kind of tell which one it's going to be. If you do the shiny side up on the wax paper, you'll see it that it will stick to one side or the other once you iron it though. All right, I'm going to put that other piece of paper on top. And then we are going to grab our iron. Now, when doing the iron, it is important that you want to turn it on high. But as you can see, mine has a steam setting. That's where that gray area is. Do not do the steam setting. We want it simply to get hot. We don't want it to uh, wet down the paper. We're going to be doing that with the watercolors. All right, here we go. I've got it heated up again, and we're going to iron it out. Make sure you're moving it constantly. And you want to do this for probably about 2 minutes. You want to make sure you've got the wax paper stuck on there pretty well. Now, if you need your wax paper to be in a very specific spot, I would tape it down with some masking tape. I didn't care because I was just going for patterns so you could see what it kind of looks like when you do it. As you can see, one side definitely stuck, so this is the side we're going to use to paint with. And now we will grab our watercolors. All right, we got our watercolors. I was trying to figure out which color I wanted to do, and I guess I decided for pink. We were just past Valentine's Day at this point. And we will start with watercolors. Now remember, watercolors are not like other paints. They will go on thin, but it will still cover well enough and it's really great, like I said, for the resist. You are going to have to soak this paper a little bit more just because of the glossiness will also resist the water a little bit, but getting it soaked will actually help those patterns to pop out. And then just for a little bonus, add a little salt. This will draw the paint to the salt, and when we knock the salt off, you'll have a beautiful speckling. And here you go. This is what it looks like when you get it all done. So you can see some of the creases from that one pattern, and then of course the salt that I've shaken off, but it leaves the pattern, and kind of a batik from the other wax paper, which is a little hard to see, but you'll see in my example in a minute. And done. That craft was so much fun and way easier to clean up, with infinite possibilities to create personal pieces of art. What a perfect, perfect craft. This is Kit from the 12th Public Library, hoping that all your crafts are easy to clean up and your day is going great. Bye.